Now let us deal with the problem of homonymy, and let us speak about homonyms as words of the same form. And now let us try to define the word homonym. Homonym is, in the strict sense, one of a group of words that share the same spelling and the same pronunciation, but have different meanings. So in other words, homonyms can be said to be the words which are identical in sound and spelling, or at least in one of these aspects, but different in their meaning. For example, bank and bank. So bank as a shore and bank as an institution for receiving, lending, exchanging, and safeguarding money. So ball and ball. So ball as any spherical body, and ball as a large dancing party. English vocabulary generally is rich in such pairs and even groups of words. The identical forms are mostly accidental, we must remember this, and the majority of homonyms coincided due to phonetic changes, which they suffered during their development. And if synonyms and antonyms can be regarded as a treasury of the language's expressive resources, homonyms are of no interest in this respect, and one cannot expect them to be of particular value for communication. Metaphorically speaking, groups of synonyms and pairs of antonyms are created by the vocabulary system with a particular purpose, whereas homonyms are absolutely accidental creations and therefore purposeless. In the process of communication, homonyms sometimes lead to confusion and misunderstanding, which is usually the basis for puns. Yes, the pun is a joke based upon the play upon words of similar form but different meaning, as in the following example. A tailor guarantees to give each of his customers a perfect fit. So, as you can see, the joke is based on the homonyms fit and fit. Yes, so fit as perfectly fitting clothes, and fit as a nervous spasm. Homonyms can be classed into homonyms proper, homophones, and homographes. Homonyms which are the same in sound and same in spelling are traditionally termed homonyms proper. For example, bank and bank, ball and ball. So as you can see, these words are same in sound and spelling, yes, in both. And homonyms which are the same in sound but different in spelling are called homophones. For example, night and night, peace and peace. So as you can see, they can be pronounced, they are pronounced the same way, but they are different in spelling. Yeah, so sent, sent, and sent as past indefinite or past participle of the verb to send. Write as a noun, write as a verb, and write as an adjective. So see as a noun, to see as a verb, and see as a name of a letter. So they are same in sound but different in spelling, and they are called homophones. So the following joke presented here is based upon a pun which makes use of homophone. Waiter, yes sir? What's this? It's bean soup, sir. Never mind what it has been, I want to know what it is now. So bean is a kind of vegetable, and bean as a past participle of the verb to be. Yes, and as example shows, they are the same in sound but different in spelling. So in fact they are homophones. And homographs. So the third type of homonyms is called homographs. So these are words which are the same in spelling but different in sound. So to bow and bow. So to bow means to incline the head or a body in salutation, and bow is a flexible strip of wood for propelling arrows. To lead means to show the way to by going in advance, and lead as a noun is a heavy, rather soft metal. To tear means to pull apart or in pieces by force, and tear as a noun is a drop of liquid that comes out of your eye when you cry. So these words are same in spelling but they are absolutely different in sound, and they are called homographs. And now let us deal with different sources of homonyms. So one source of homonyms has already been mentioned: phonetic changes, which words undergo in the course of their historical development. As a result of such changes, two or more words which were formerly pronounced differently may develop identical sound forms and thus become homonyms. For example, night and night. They were not homonyms in Old English. Why? Because the initial K in the second word was pronounced and not dropped as it is in modern sound form. So the Old English verb to write had the form of written, and the adjective write had the forms recht, richt. So the noun see descends from the Old English se, and the verb to see from se on. So in fact, they were not homonyms in Old English, but they are now due to phonetic changes. Another source is borrowing, yes, for homonyms. So write, write, and write. So write as a noun, write as a verb, and write as an adjective. The second and the third words are of native origin, whereas write is a Latin borrowing, yes. Bank is shore, which is a native word, and bank as a financial institution is an Italian borrowing. Fair as an adjective, as in a fair deal, yes, is native, and fair as a noun, which is a gathering of buyers and sellers, is a French borrowing. So match, a game, yes, in the sense of game, is native, and match as a slender piece of wood used for producing fire is a French borrowing. Now let us deal with word building. So word building also contributes significantly to the growth of homonymy, and the most important type in this respect is undoubtedly conversion, but about conversion we're going to speak later, yes. So comb and to comb, pale and to pale, to make and make. Shortening, for example, fan in the sense of an enthusiastic admirer of some kind of sport, or of an actor, singer, and so on, yes, is a shortening produced from phonetic. So its homonym is a Latin borrowing fan, which denotes an implement for waving lightly to produce a cool current air. And finally, words made by sound imitation. So bang, a loud, sudden, explosive noise, and bang as a fringe of hair combed over the forehead. So mew, the sound a cat makes, yes, and mew as seagull, yes, and Mew's small terraced houses in central London.